Welcome to Minecraft 2.
The sequel.
If only they'd actually fucking make a new Minecraft at this point.
Thank you, Notch, for getting out of your giant house full of jelly beans and doing something.
Yeah, well,
Congrats. This isn't Minecraft 2, but it's clearly inspired.
well, it was at one point a Minecraft mod, but then they got pissed off with having to work inside Java and were like, fuck it, we'll make our own engine.
Nice.
Put them from scratch.
And so
And it works so much better than Minecraft, in my opinion.
So we've ended up with Vintage Story.
Yes,
They're
and
like-
we're here in my apparently very rainy currently house to look at what I've been doing.
Also, kudos for not being tempted to include the word craft in your game name.
Yes, it is very tempting. There's been so many. Apparently it's raining a lot. We can go outside and have the other rain noise.
That's what we're doing, Zach.
Well, we're mainly just here to look at what I've done because it's hard to get things done in a timely fashion in this game in
Sure.
like the course of one video. So mainly we're just going to look at all the things, and as you can see, my house is absolutely a mess as always because of storage.
This is a mess.
Well, I mean, it's moderately organised in some parts, but you've got like these, where it's just like these are containers full of things that I haven't sorted out yet. Where it's just like a bunch of random metal bars, and my distillery is in there for some reason, and some extra thread because I ran out of space, and like some extra bear pelts because I've already got 2 on the floor down here and 1 upstairs.
Is the jaunty angle of those pots like something you can control? Like,
Yeah, it's like which direction you're facing places them in that direction.
Oh, I
Because
see.
you can see
Right.
the wireframe of the hitbox is where the actual hitbox is. The same with all these buckets that are all at slightly different angle.
Is that where you see the wireframe around it? Is that different? Like what?
Yeah,
Yeah.
The wireframe is like the actual physical where the object really is, and then the rotation is just the model.
Yeah. Where it would be in Minecraft compared to where visually we're seeing it now.
Yes.
So what
So
drove them to make their own thing? They were trying to do things in a mod, but what were they trying to do?
Well, they were trying to do quite a lot of fancy things that this game does, I guess, but
Like rotating things slightly off axis. Wow.
Well,
Fancy.
yeah, I'm not sure. I suppose there's a couple of modern Minecraft mods that do similar things, but it's more the more complicated systems that we'll look at in a minute, I guess.
Sure.
Okay.
But first, let's go upstairs to my museum. This is all the random, like, ancient stuff that I've collected. With, like, the weird tapestries and
Vintage
crowns.
stuff, if you will.
Yeah, definitely vintage.
Ooh,
And a bunch of
crowns
flasks
and
that don't do
tiaras.
anything.
And was that a croissant?
No, it's
Was that like an ancient
shell.
Danish? Like,
It's a,
looks pretty
it's a seashell.
oh, all right, I'll believe you.
And my extra fancy armor, which is actually looking a bit ragged at this point. This one I haven't repaired, the golden one, because you need a lot of gold to repair that. This one I did repair, but I've used it quite a lot, so it now has quite kind of some holes in at this point.
Right.
Kind of dangerous having the sword sticking out like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I should change the. Actually, I think can I change the pose of that armor stand? You need a wrench to be able to do that for some reason.
Okay, grab your wrench.
I'm not sure what button I have to click to get it to do it, or can I not do it while it's got the armor on?
Oh, do you have to take the armor off the mannequin to move the mannequin?
Yeah, I might have to, and the sword as well, presumably.
So you can repose.
Or it doesn't work on the aged ones; it only works on the new ones, possibly. Do I have another new one in here? I do.
Replace your aged mannequin with a nice new
No.
one.
Aged man. So is that like trying to say it? No, it's a mannequin of an old
I-
man, or
There you go. All right. So your old one is broken, is it? Oh, look, you can pose it.
I mean,
Yeah,
I guess
pose.
let's
Oh, I'll try it with both the hands together. That would be cool.
see what the sword looks
right-
like with that.
yeah.
Yeah, let me move this one out of the way, and we'll see if we can get this one in the right place. Because the mannequins are slightly weird at the moment because they place at like the top corner of the block you're looking at for some reason.
That's strange.
Oh, okay. Oh, on the corners. Not in the block.
Yeah. Come on. Big sword in there. Oh,
How very statuesque.
Oh yeah, that's definitely appropriate.
nice. That was cool.
Oh.
What do you do with your old aged mannequin?
Put it back in the box. I've got this like totally ruined set of armor I got out of the dungeon as well that I might put out at some point. But that I probably want to repair that. And then downstairs in I've got my actual regular like cloth armor. And I'm actually also wearing armor at the moment. I have 3 grades of armor. You've got this armor that I'm wearing at the moment is leather, which is like really weak but doesn't have any like movement penalties or anything.
Yeah.
Quick
And
question.
then this one is
Are you a zombie?
no, that's just
You're very grey.
this game has weird skin colours.
Yeah.
Like none of the options are normal. But yeah, this armor has like slightly better protection and a little bit of movement penalties, and then the heavy armor is very heavy. In fact, if I go and put that on right now, you'll be able to tell because it makes a lot of noise when I'm walking around in it. No, or maybe you won't be able to tell against the rain, but
No. It's quite quiet, in fact.
yes, compared to the rain. But it also makes me extremely slow. There's like my normal walking speed is much, much slower, and even sprinting is barely as fast as like normal walking in my other armor. And you also get like half as much food, or you consume double food, I suppose, would be the more accurate way of saying it. Actually, can I put this into... I'm trying to remember what button I have to push to put it into third person in this game. No, not that one.
3.
Oh, there it is.
Third. I don't know. Hello.
What colour is your skin then? Oh, you can't even see.
No, not under the armor.
Under the
It's grey, is the
Grey.
colour that my skin is currently. Now, let me take this off again, so we can actually go around. Put it back on the mannequin.
Tank,
Right.
tank.
So what else is in my house? Well, we've got the forge thing. We'll deal with that a little bit in a while. Over here is where the cooking station is, and then down here is the cellar where I've got all my food and stuff, which also is absolutely crammed with about as much stuff as I can fit in here, and I probably need more. We've got...
Yeah, but that's what you want from a cellar, that's efficient storage.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's what the shelves are for, obviously. I've got my cheese up there, which is good for
Wheels of
4.5 years.
Fresh.
And then along the bottom is all the like current stuff that's I'm in the process of consuming or turning into meals. And although all this stuff that's sealed up on the shelves is almost a year old at this point, like I made this in the first year to survive the first winter, and I didn't really actually use that much of it.
Oh, you did well. Good
Yeah.
packing. I guess it's a survival game, so that's the idea.
Yes. And then in the barrels we've got a variety of weird things, like this is the pickled turnips that I was using. That you need pickled vegetables in order to make cheese. It's part of the process for some reason.
Interesting.
You basically have to put a pickled vegetable into the milk to curdle it, and then from there, the rest of the cheese making process.
Okay. So got any basis in...
Yeah, I was about to wonder.
Maybe.
Like, surely you don't need the vegetable part of it in order to start the curdling process. Maybe the
Yeah,
vinegar might have been enough, like, or whatever.
Yeah, I
pickle.
would have said so. And then you've got like the barrels of brandy.
Can you make kimchi? What would that be? Cabbage, I guess.
Yeah, I guess. You can pickle the cabbage, it just comes out as pickled cabbage though.
Ah.
It's not called anything specific.
You can't specifically kraut it.
And then if we go back upstairs and outside, actually, what time is it? Oh, it's 1 o'clock in the morning. If I just sleep quickly, I can make it daytime, then maybe the rain will stop, but at least we'll be able to see.
It's kind of bluey grey, isn't he?
Yeah.
A little bit
this
Area
up here is
51.
a vintage story about a guy who lives in a blue world.
There is a very blue colour that you can make yourself if you want. Oh, my elk is making noise. It screams a lot for some reason. Let me eat this bit of pie. Right, and then outside we have the yard, which is also just a big stack of boxes and bricks and stuff, mainly.
Oh yeah, that's
I mean, this is a
builder's shed. Yeah.
working farm, yeah.
And then here's the Helve hammer, the automated smithing thing. You put the anvil under the hammer end there.
That looks really good, like that mechanism. Like it looks like it could actually work.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it actually has gearing as well. So like I've got these 2 windmills that are connected to a gear over there, which
That's cool.
down gears it on this axle, and then the big gear here up gears it to make the hammer run faster.
Yeah.
But then-
And even the animation for the cam is right. Like it's
Yeah.
like
Yeah. Although you can like make this go so fast that it kind of wouldn't work. Like
Yeah,
in real
yeah.
life, it would be like bouncing off the axle if
Sure,
you made it go as
yeah.
fast as you can make it go. Because I was thinking of putting in a 3rd windmill, but putting in a 3rd windmill wouldn't make it go faster. It would just increase the torque, so you'd be able to run it at lower wind speed, basically. Because I don't know how windy it is right now. Kind of windy.
Meteorological
or
Society
something. Yeah.
states.
I don't think
Kinda.
I can get close enough to the windmill rotor to see. Oh, it's 70% windy at the moment.
As you can tell by highlighting the. Okay.
60 to 70% wind.
There's my
That is
chicken
me
pan.
on a Monday morning.
Why Mondays?
But
It's because it's after the pizza.
it's after the pizza.
Okay,
Yeah.
fine.
Correct.
Ew.
We've got the chicken pen, we've got the beehive field, where it's all heather.
Lavender. Oh, heather.
And then
Yeah, it's
back in
got-
over here, we've got them. Oh, a random enemy in my pig pen for some reason.
Oi.
You got the pigs, and down in these ones, you've got the goats. And an enemy that I was going to kill, I
They
guess.
seem lively. Random spider just turned up.
Kind of a spider.
Kind
yeah.
of a 4-legged
Massive
spider.
Bastard spider.
Why did it play the harmonica briefly?
That was my voice sound effect, basically.
Wait, that's your voice.
Yes.
Okay, I kind of love that.
And then down this side, you've got the outside farm, and this building is the
Oh,
greenhouse.
rice paddies. It kind of looks like that anyway.
Well, actually, the rice is in here in the greenhouse because
Oh.
it has temperature requirements. So you by default spawn in like a temperate region essentially. So
Western Europe kind of region.
probably slightly more north than
North, right.
yeah, because it gets very cold, like negative 20-esque kind of temperatures.
Right.
But yeah,
Kind of region. Yeah.
but yes, the rice is in here to grow slightly longer, along with the soybeans as well. But I don't have very many seeds for either of those, which is why the rest of it is just empty at the moment. Because I don't really need to grow any more foods than this, than like all the rest of it.
Is this to sustain yourself, or like you could clearly sustain more than yourself with this, right?
Yes, this is like way more food than I actually need.
Yeah.
Like at this point, cabbages are like the best vegetables, so these are the ones that I'm actually potentially going to be using for food. And then like all these turnips is just to basically make more compost. Just grow a bunch of extra ones that I don't care about and let them rot to turn into compost to improve the farmland inside the greenhouse, ideally.
Clever.
And then the bottom field is flax from fabric, which you do need more of. Like if I wanted to make another windmill, I'd need a bunch more flax for that.
So how far afield do you have to venture to get all this built up here? Like to gather what you need or whatever?
Well, for most of the building stuff, like not super far. I mean, obviously logs and stuff, and then like the wattle and daub. Obviously, that's just like sand and gravel and clay, and that kind of spawns all over the place. The rarer things are like the minerals, obviously, like all the metals. Oh, there's a rift over here. This is where the enemies come
Right.
from.
So they spawn out of creepy oblivion gates.
Yes, normally only at night when it's dark.
Right.
Although if I go and stand in this, we can actually slightly see the weird effect of this.
Whoa.
Ugh.
Oh, cool giant wheel of death. Is that like a hell or whatever?
Yeah, this is like they call it the rust dimension, whatever this is, where all the enemies come from.
All industrial. Okay.
So you can just sort of walk in it.
A little bit, and then you see that this gear down at the bottom is my temporal stability. So, like, as I was standing in it, that was going down.
Oh, interesting.
Okay.
And if you let that go, like, all the way down, then enemies can spawn regardless of, like, where you are, essentially.
Right. Interesting. So does that mean, like, you can, at some point, like, build up tolerance to that so you can go and explore the rust dimension, or...
I'm not entirely certain about, like, because there's I believe in chapter 2 of the story content, you actually, like, go to the Rust world somehow, but it's not, like, this way.
Right, yeah, you need...
That's more like the Rust world leaking in rather than you physically going to it, I suppose. And then this is my pottery kiln.
Can you close that rift, or does it just hang out there? Like, is it just spawns there and then you can't do anything about it? Like,
yeah, it just stays there for a while. You can see here it says how the rift activity is.
oh, right, so it will actually dissipate.
Go away on its own, yeah, after a while.
Interesting.
And during the day, they don't really spawn anything. Occasionally, you'll get some enemies, but
Four-legged
not that
spiders.
often. Yeah, I think that was left over from the night.
But you don't get like random creepers come and blow up your stuff all the time.
No, thankfully. And then here's my elk sticking his head through the wall.
Right, mate.
Just chilling.
He's equipped with a bunch. Actually, let me maneuver him slightly out of the way.
Has he got a Zonite battery on his bum? Like,
Kind of. That's temporal gears for repairing teleporters.
ah.
And then you've got the saddlebags. You've got the hay bed. The saddle, and then the lantern up front. So it's got a light source on it as well when I'm traveling at night. And it actually, like, try and maneuver out of this gate. It actually can, like, automatically go up and down hill, which you can't. You have to jump.
No, I see.
It's
Right.
it's kind of hitchy, but it does work.
Oh, it's pretty
Yeah, a little smoother than normal. Anyway, yeah, I can see why that would be quicker to get around.
Yes, faster than I can run, especially if you're wearing armor as well, obviously.
Can you call your mount with a whistle style?
Yep, I indeed have the bone flute that I can call.
Nice.
Although I'm not sure how far away that works
Yeah.
from. It's more for, like, getting it out of holes if you fall in something you
Right.
can't get out of. It just teleports to you, basically.
Okay.
Oh, and then over in the back here, this is all my cattails that aren't grown at the moment, and out the back there's some pumpkins that are currently growing.
Festive.
Yeah.
Appropriate.
Oh.
What day is it in? Oh, it's 8th of September in game. Pretty close. So yeah, that's generally all the stuff that I've built, but now I guess we can look at some of the actual mechanics.
Yeah, I was about to say, what truly sets this apart?
Oh, my bloomeries are done. Well, let's break these open.
This is already, I don't know, interesting to me compared to Minecraft.
Oh, and these have been done for a while because I can actually physically pick up the metal when it's not hot any longer, apparently.
Meteoric iron ingots.
Yes. You can find meteor impacts and take the iron out of them. Let me stack all these extra bricks back up.
Oh no, wait, not iron bricks.
No.
So
Fire
what's
clay bricks.
kind of in the process from beginning this game to getting to this point? What's the most kind of annoying part, basically?
Well, I mean, there's sort of the big barrier of metalworking, I suppose, is the main one after you've gone through the pottery age. So let's actually go through a bit of that if I go get some clay. So with pottery, you have this method of making, like, pots and stuff, which is it uses in the metalworking as well, but in this one you're filling in the blueprint with the clay essentially,
Oh, cool.
and then doing it layer by layer.
Okay.
So as you can see, this takes a little bit of time.
Yeah, right,
To have
because
to
you
do-
have actually got to do it yourself.
Yes.
You can't just say, I know how to make pots, make a pot.
No. you can. There is after I've done this layer, because it's the same layer. You do at least have this where you can change it to just duplicate a layer that you've already done.
I see.
Okay.
Yeah.
So for certain
Boop, 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 boop.
for certain types of shape, you can do things slightly easier.
It still takes a little bit of time.
Yes.
This is to simulate you packing on the clay, right? And create.
Yeah.
I guess it's coiling. Right. This is what it's simulating, because we're not throwing these pots.
No. Right, and then when you're done with that, you then have to cook these into actual pottery, obviously.
Sure. Fire.
Which is
Cook. That pot smells delicious.
This is pots.
I mean, that is what this is for. I've made this is
Yeah, the
much
kiln.
later game, the actual like giant kiln, so I could fire a whole ton of stuff at once. Because basically, you put all the stuff in here, and then you light a fire in here.
Underneath. Right. Yeah.
So you actually have to fill this space up with. Because if I go and look at this, you can see stacks of firewood. So if I actually pull some of this off of here, you can actually stack it up. So when it fills an exact square, that's a full stack, and then you can like pile on top if you want. So if you fill up all of the space under here with. Doesn't have to be wood, it could be peat or coal, and then you light it on fire, and then it gradually fires all the stuff in top.
So
And
does it simulate like the temperature increasing in the space above or whatever?
Yes.
And, like the fact that it's enclosed. Like.
Oh right.
increases
So
the temperature?
I was going to ask like, so why did you go to the effort of just building this? Couldn't you just make a massive fire and chuck some stuff on top? But
well, it's because if you want to, this is the very fancy option of this. Apart from the fact that you can like bulk fire a bunch of stuff at the same time, you have these side doors, and the amount of ventilation that you put in here changes the color of the pottery.
Nice.
oh,
That's
So if we go back in here, you can see these ones. These ones are the standard color, the grey ones, and then these red ones I did with two of the doors open.
nice.
do they take longer then because they're vented, like, and the temperature is high, or?
It still takes the same amount of time. But then in the early game, when you're firing pottery, you do it in a pit kiln. Which, let me grab the stuff to make one of those. Grab some peat. Grab some grass. I should have enough sticks on me.
Can you even do this in the rain? I guess if you got a bit of shelter.
Yes, you can cover it up. So when I was still running pit kilns, I did it down here in this bit of wall.
Right.
Just because it creates an overhang.
Yeah.
Oh, and I need to pick up that extra block. So what you do for a pit kiln is you put the clay stuff down here, fill it up with hay, put some sticks on top of that, put the peat on top of that, and then light it on fire, which there's a torch right here.
Convenient.
And then that burns for, I think, 18 hours for peat. Peat burns slightly quicker than wood.
Like in game time, presumably.
Yes, game time. And this is my safety box, basically. Like, I have this little...
With a moat, right, okay.
Yes, basically, when there's a temporal storm, I come and hide down here, and then all the enemies fall in the hole, and then I can stab them through this opening.
Convenient opening. Nice.
I need food again. Let me go and grab another pie. Which of these pies is old? 22 days. You got to cut it up first.
Cellar aged.
Presumably you're like keeping records in your head or something in order to determine the age of the pies.
Probably. I mean, that would be an interesting sort of hardcore mode to this game. Well, I think you actually can turn that bit of UI off, so you could theoretically like turn off that extra information and not know.
Can you keep notes somehow, like write down signs?
Yeah, make lots of signs and say 28-day pies.
You could do. So that's the pottery that I've talked about, and now we can look at the metalworking. So initially, when you're first doing it, you have to use these molds and pour the hot metal directly into these to make your first tools. But then once you get enough to make an anvil, then you can do the actual smithing.
But how do you make the molds?
Well, they're made of clay again, which is why they're this colour. So let's do a bit of metal. You need a crucible. Put that on
Kind
there.
of cool. I'm kind of into this.
Yes.
It makes it's slightly more real world sense than Minecraft.
Yeah. It's not just like put random materials in a 3x3 grid and it's like, that's a chair.
I mean, you do.
What's
you
that
do
about?
still have that a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
There is still a crafting grid in your menu, but a lot more of it has this physical aspect. So if I want to make, I guess some more bismuth bronze is what my lower tier tools are made of. So this is where
Did
it gets
someone
a
say
bit,
Bismore?
yeah, nearly.
Bismore.
This is where it also gets kind of fancy is ratios. So if we go into, this is a nugget of native copper, if we look at bismuth, you can see the ratios you need of the materials. So it's 50 to 70% copper, 20 to 30% sphalerite, which is zinc, and 10 to 20% bismuth.
You're going to have to explain to me what you mean by native copper.
Or native copper is like when it's like how gold is like native gold when it's like uninterfered with by other minerals, which is why I also have malachite, which is the type of copper that appears in limestone. That's what native means, essentially.
Like sort of unrefined but still gold.
Well, it means like chemically more like the actual element, basically.
Okay.
Malachite is
So it is
the
refined,
difference between
essentially.
like
It's more pure.
yeah, it's more pure, although the game doesn't really track that for making the ingots. So if we wanted to make 2 ingots of of bismuth bronze, you'd need what is the number? You need 2 ingots of normal copper would be 40, so we'd need 4 ingots of bismuth and 8 ingots of sphalerite, and then less of 16 less of 40, so
Maths.
24. So that theoretically, if I put it into the crucible, it should say, oh no, I went the wrong way. Need some more. My maths was not good. I did bad math. 200 units of bismuth bronze. And then you need coal, which is in this box.
I know it's not
How do you
quite.
freaking learn these games, Zach? I don't know.
I know. It must
know
take.
everything.
It must take a while to.
I mean, that's what the handbook is for, basically.
Yeah, but you're not referring to the handbook. You just know this stuff.
Yes, I've done it several times at this point, several games. But there's also things that you like work out over time. Like, for example, if I'm making 2 ingots worth of materials, I know that it will take, you heat it up with 4 pieces of firewood first, then 2 pieces of peat to make it hotter, and then 1 piece of coal, because that's the most fuel efficient way of doing it.
I think we've said this before, but I think like if you applied the same level of dedication to learning all this stuff to like something like cooking, like actual cooking, as you do to like.
That's true.
It is just some ratios.
It is a game of ratios, yeah.
You'd be a freaking chef in no time, I guarantee.
Well, I mean, this is a bit random real life trivia, but like we already know that I can make a great cake. The one time
This
that
is
I
true.
made a cake.
The one time
have
you've made chocolate
fluke
cake,
ability.
and it was friggin' amazing.
So as you can see,
never baking again so that you can rest on your cake laurels.
I have considered that,
One
yes.
amazing cake. I'm retiring.
100% record. No, man, you got to return to the cake game. I'll back you.
Yeah, I might do one day. So as you can see, it's heating up, and because this recipe involves copper that has to get to 1084 degrees before it will melt, so we have to get it that hot. Firewood goes to 700, then peat goes to 900, and then coal goes to 1100.
We just need some way of making the graphics of cake baking much worse.
Make the graphics of real life pixelated. I bet you could do that in like VR somehow.
Yeah, get one of those Apple Vision or Quest 3 or something and
Yeah,
just put pixel filter on the whole thing.
AR glasses. I mean, those ones are marketed that you can like do cooking while wearing them, which is
Sure.
insane.
I mean, more like for pass through though, not for like changing your actual, not AR.
No, but then I guess it could, right? Like maybe the like if the AR, is it's able to see objects right now in that kind of stuff. So it's like perhaps it could like run a low poly filter over the objects it can see.
Yeah, it's coming.
That'd be kind of confusing, I'm sure. Especially if you started then editing it. Where it's like, I'm going to make a cake and only all the ingredients are alien ingredients. It's like you were in No Man's Sky or something.
I bet if you held up a fork, it would get quite confused and be like you know, because it would like simplify the tines, presumably. It'd be like,
And then it would look like a spoon.
yeah, exactly. Why can't I pick up this soup?
So now, as it's getting hotter, I'm going to get my tongs ready, because you need tongs in your offhand to pick up hot things. And you can see the metal is starting to glow. Or change colour, at least.
Mm.
And then eventually, when this number up top reaches 1084, you'll see this arrow start to fill up when it's actually melting.
Wait for it.
Wait for it. That's still a little while away. Is there anything else in the vicinity that I can look at in the meantime? I don't need to worry about watching that. I mean, I've got there's some boards. Let's look at some boards. Pile up the boards.
Wow.
I mean, that is one of the things that I do like about this game is like the way that you can ground store stuff, just like piles. Like the boards, like the firewood. You can even pile up some weirder things like, I've got this big pile of diamonds, let's just pile them up on the floor.
So you don't have to have a container, you're saying?
Yeah.
You just shove stuff on the floor.
Yeah, and then it's not just one per block, right? Which is the sort of isn't that sort of the Minecraft way normally? But
Well, it's because
they
normally
end up in
blocks
those
are just blocks, right?
yeah.
Whereas this is like an actual physical. It's basically a container for a certain number of an item. In the same way the wood piles store like 32 pieces of wood, and this pile of diamonds
Can
you-
12.
Can you like multi
different things.
Yeah, I was about to say, can you like stack different things? Like, so once you've got a layer of wood there, like, can you put some peat bricks on, like, half on top of it, or does it have to fill the?
Not fully. Like if it fills the exact square. So like when
Then
you're
the
looking at
next
this
one,
wood
it's not a
pile.
different pile. Yeah.
If you look at this wood pile, like the bottom 4 logs, that fills up the exact square, so that's technically a separate
gotcha,
pile on
yeah.
top.
As long as it fills the classic grid.
So I think if I do this, I could probably, yes, I could stack some metal on top of this log if I wanted.
You can't then put.
Yeah, can't half
Logs
stack
on
other
top.
things. Yeah.
No. And there is one other way that you can put multiple things in one square, which is like when you place things like this, they go into a quarter space. So
Yeah, right.
certain items can fill up a quarter space of a tile. Right, is this done? Oh, it is. It got hot, it melted, and now I have to hold it like this in the tongs and pour it into these molds.
Nice. Oh, cool.
Bloop.
And then put that way. So that's how you make the first metal tools in the molds and ingots ingots of the non-iron tier stuff. So I've got this is iron, this is meteoric iron, then they have to be made in a slightly different way. But then when you're making actual tools, which let me just get like 2, put them in the forge, put a bit of coal in there, light it up.
Light it up.
So who made this thing then? Some mod team or whatever.
Yes, a relatively small mod team who are making the Minecraft mod and then made their own thing.
Right.
They haven't thought to add ray tracing.
I mean, realistically, like compared to Minecraft, this still has like quite a lot of like what is in Minecraft mod and stuff, like all the way the foliage and stuff moves,
Sure, yeah.
like block deformation filters and that kind of stuff.
I mean, it's got some.
Because
It's definitely some basic lighting going on. I noticed some like something that looked a bit like ambient occlusion happening, and yeah, you can see it there
Yeah.
in the corners of the fence and things. So it's it's a bit more modern
just,
than
like-
base Minecraft, I guess.
I'm wondering what their motivation is. It feels like their motivation is they just wanted to play this game or they wanted to make it. But it's like,
Yeah, I mean, probably.
obviously Minecraft prints money, right? So there must be some element of like we're going to make our own.
I mean, I'm sure it makes a relatively large amount of money for them. Especially because they only sell it on their own website, so there's no like Steam cut or anything. Even.
Oh, really?
Get that extra 30%.
Oh, I didn't realise that.
But that reduces their reach, right?
Well, yeah.
But then it's
Although-
quite niche, isn't it, compared
Yes.
to Minecraft?
Does it not redeem on Steam? Like, do you not? I thought I saw you playing it through Steam, but I guess maybe
No, I
not,
have it
but, like,
launched through Steam
you have
just
it
so I can have
launched.
the overlay.
Right, yeah.
So now I've got a hot ingot, we can put it on here and start making a tool of some kind. I guess I'll just make a pickaxe because you always need more pickaxes. And you can see it uses the same voxel system as the clay, except now you're moving them around.
Your elk sounded pretty metal there for a second.
Yes, it does have a ridiculous scream for some reason.
Wow! Maybe he wants to go make some crazy money.
It does sound a bit like that.
Are you ready?
I can't wait for the Vintage Story movie with Jack Black.
You'd have to think of someone else that's not Jack Black, but like Jack Black.
Right.
No one's like Jack Black.
That's true.
I mean, the only other person that immediately came to mind was Robin Williams, and that's a bit of a problem.
Well, not with AI.
Oh no,
You can solve that
no!
problem.
Oh, why did you say that? It's out there now. It'll happen.
I think it's specifically Robin Williams, right, that his daughter is
Yes,
saying
real
stop
pissed
with the
about.
AI.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, okay, that's good.
So yeah, that's how you do the metalwork on the anvil. And I also have this little pool of water to chuck them in to cool them down afterwards. Actually, I'm not going to
Nice.
use this other metal bar, so let's just chuck that in there.
Nice.
Chuck. You have to dip your toes in, though.
Yes, to pick it up. And then obviously the tool rags. And that's actually all. That's also my panning hole when I want to pan materials. Because you have to be standing in water to be able to pan it.
Like gold or whatever.
Oh,
Yeah.
huh.
So that's why I made the hole like this, so you can stand in it.
What like the water physics and stuff like that? Like as in how it flows or moves? Or...
That's the one thing that is basically exactly like Minecraft, which is to say, it doesn't. It uses the same system. Whereas if you take a bucket of water and make a new source block, which I'll do somewhere that's not going to make horrible mess,
Sauce.
it spreads out like a certain distance, which is just how
Oh, I see.
Minecraft does it.
Yeah.
If I cover that up, it will go away.
Bloop, 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 bloop.
I mean, you can theoretically, again, more unnecessary hardcore options for this game. You can also make it so you can't move water around like that. So, because of what I did with there was basically made infinite water, right? Because I took a bucket of water out of there and made a full new block of water. But you can turn that off if you really want to be hardcore. Which would make farming a real pain in the butt, because obviously I had to move all this water around.
Right. Yeah.
Raining a lot, though.
Yeah, it's still freaking raining. Wait, what is that? I think there's a command, is it just when will it stop raining?
May you survive and prosper.
Did you mean when will it stop raining?
Oh, thanks.
In about 2 days, the rain should stop for about half a day.
Oh, blimey.
Great, thanks.
Against the storm, everyone.
Kind of.
Rainy season.
So yeah, that's the sort of progress. I guess we could quickly go out and look at.
It looked like there was an angry monkey at your back door.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's drifters out here again. Let's just let them in so I can kill them.
All right, mate.
These guys. Oh. They look like, what's the Quake enemy, except a lot.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
they do.
Shamblers.
They do look a bit like shamblers. Yeah,
I can't believe I remember the name of a Quake enemy. Jeez.
Let me sleep so it's not nighttime again, and then we'll go and look at some of the weirder things like the teleporters nearby my house. Because that's the other part of this game. You have the enemies, and it's a sort, and obviously the Rust dimension stuff. It sort of gets semi-Eldritch-ish. right? But then, like, there's also the ancient civilization that came before that got destroyed that has, like, technology. Let me put on my actual armor before we go out. And throw this random pickaxe head that I'm carrying in here. What else do I need? I need some more pie because I've only got one slice left. And actually, I might be able to eat that right now.
You're going to need to cook some more pie.
Now I've got another ton of pies up here. Let's take this soybean pie.
You ate those are quite big pies, and you ate an entire one in the space of half a day.
It was a fruit pie. Those are slightly less nutritional than the meat pies. Those will last you longer.
You have a sugar rush and work it off. Is that what?
Although, actually, wait. Do I need to? Oh, I need to eat some of this cottage cheese.
Cottage cheese.
It's only got 15 days left.
Try it once and you'll agree.
But I don't know how. I don't know how realistic it would be to. Here's a barrel with 10 litres of cottage cheese in it. I'm going to dip this bowl in it. That is now a litre of cottage cheese in this bowl, and now I'm going to eat it.
I mean, it's guaranteed to please.
It is. Can we do voodoo with
nutrition.
it? Can we do voodoo with the cottage cheese? Is there
No, unfortunately not.
Is there any kind of voodoo?
Unless you count turning it into regular cheese as voodoo.
I mean, I kind of do.
Obviously, cheese is for dairy nutrition, which is one of your nutrition stats.
Oh. But what if I'm non-dairy?
Then
Yeah, could you be a lactose intolerant?
I don't think in the base game there's a way to get dairy that's not dairy. Like in mods, they often include like tofu that count and they have that count as dairy.
They gave it dairy a thought.
So
Yes.
are there mods for this now? Now that this
Yes,
is a
there are
game?
tons of mods for this.
Oh, great. At what point does a mod of this become its own game?
That would be the
fuck it.
question. Oh, and I forgot to mention that one of the other cool things that you can do is like the chisel for like shaping blocks, which is what all this is. These fancy shapes that I've made to kind of disguise where this. Oh, my piglets have been born. This disguises where this axle comes through my fence, because otherwise you can stand on this and enemies kept pathfinding over my fence. So I was like, I could just put blocks there, but I'll make it fancier.
Make it look fancy. Yeah.
So I made this thing, and then I also made this other one because it was solving a problem that I had with my greenhouse. So when you use this watering can to go in the greenhouse and water all the things in here, which actually they need doing, just give them a quick water.
Please.
Because that is obviously the disadvantage of using the greenhouse, that they don't benefit from the rain.
From the rain, yeah.
But the problem is that I was having is when you go back outside, I wanted to put my watering can back in its spot, but in order to put things on the ground, you have to crouch, which then prevents you from doing it because you can't see the tile.
Oh.
So I came up with this solution: just cut a hole in the wall. And then make it look fancy, so it doesn't just look like a hole in the wall. So anyway, let's go look at a teleporter, I guess. There's one relatively close over here. All the pumpkins are done.
Time to make some pie.
And my elk is screaming. I'm leaving it behind. Can't take an elk through. Well, I don't know if you can take an elk through a teleporter, but it'd be quite difficult to get it down the ladder, probably. Oh, and it sounds like it's not raining as much over here.
You can move pretty fast, even without the mount or whatever. You just jump over stuff.
Although, obviously, the other thing that the mount does is you don't consume food, basically, because you're not using as much energy.
Yeah.
No, it's not raining over here.
Oh. Wow, it's different over here.
Yeah, this is the like edge of this desert area. Basically, over these mountains, there's a valley that has a bunch of copper and stuff that I was mining. So this is why I came over this way originally, because it was the best area with the most metal. And then in order to avoid having to climb over this damn mountain every time, I dug this tunnel also. Because I was like, I'm bored of jumping over this mountain. I'll just dig a hole for it.
Convenient. Nice. It doesn't require any maintenance, does it?
No, although
No, it doesn't.
again, even more hardcore options. You can turn on cave-ins where like
Cave-ins, yes.
rock can fall down,
Nice.
which is very difficult to manage, especially in like natural caves, because the natural cave generation tends to spawn like caves that are bigger than they should be, basically from the cave-ins. So basically, if you touch the walls almost at all, it falls on you.
Oh, that's bad.
So yeah, over here, this valley was where all the minerals were. But as I discovered when I dug this passage through the mountain and then discovered this partially collapsed cave that's here. But if you go back in here, you'll see there's this little branch, because I discovered at the bottom of this cave there's a teleporter. I mean, there's teleporters all over the place. Like, as soon as you go underground, you can find these little rooms. So this is the cave that I came down to find this one, but then I made this ladder for convenience. But yeah, you find these teleporter stations around, and they just link to another teleporter some distance away.
Right. So these are like pre-built. You didn't have to build a thing around it to.
Yeah.
This is like a Forerunner structure.
Yes, essentially. You do have to repair them, put the temporal gears in, which is why you can see them here. But yes, this goes. So on my map. So here's home base. This mess of dots over here is home, and we are now over here somewhere. One of these, I forget which one. One of these dots is the one we're at currently. I can't actually see my dot. But yeah, these are all a variety of different teleporters that I've been to. Unfortunately, all these teleporters' exits came out in kind of the same place, which sucks for exploration purposes. I was hoping to find, them a bit more spread out and going in different directions. I did find one that goes south, which is sort of nice. And all those markers on the map of markers that I've made. But then, yeah, this one is quite a lot further underground as well. So I had to dig this whole ladder out.
Snake eater.
Yep. And being underground also affects your temporal stability, which is why that gear is spinning at the moment.
Oh, yeah.
But
if you're underground for too long, it gets worse.
But clearly not as fast as
standing in the thing, yes.
Yeah. It slows down as you reach the surface.
So yeah, this one just comes out in a forest over here. There's a trader right here as well, which was sort of convenient.
Oh.
What, mate? NPCs.
Oh, he's selling a temporal gear. I didn't bring my...
Somewhat skin tone.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the thing. It's like the player characters don't, but the other NPCs do. That's law. That's law. Oh, he's selling a temporal gear, but I didn't bring my money.
Goodbye.
You can sell him some meat if you want. Or some tools. I should have brought those as well. I have some leftover tools that I need to sell at some point.
Well, we just made an extra one.
That's true.
Why does he sound like a demented goose?
I'm not sure what instrument that one counts as. Because my voice on this character is harmonica. But
yeah.
you can choose like trumpet and tuba and...
It sounds a bit like a sax, sort of.
Yeah, I think that might be a lower pitch saxophone.
Yeah, bad synth sax.
So the other thing about the teleporters is they almost always are in a cave. So this one comes out into this bit of cave network down here. But because it's so deep down, the deeper you are, the harder enemies spawn. So like being this deep, it's kind of dangerous in that cave, even with this level of armor.
Do the teleporters like wear out or anything? You don't have to.
No, once you've repaired them once, they're good forever, which is kind of nice. And you can eventually, very, very late game, build your own teleporter. Although I believe that one does wear out in some way. I've never actually got to that point, though. Because it's very expensive. Oh, it's nice when it's not raining and you can actually hear. Not have to listen to rain noise all the time.
Yeah.
Do you miss it?
Well, we're about to go back into it. You can actually see like the weather pattern in the clouds. Like that weather is actually the shape of the clouds is actually representing the weather directly. So you can tell when a storm is coming because you'll be able to see the clouds coming.
That's cool.
And like you can see lightning storms in the distance and stuff when there's lightning coming down.
Is that not a feature in Minecraft?
Not really. The clouds in Minecraft are just kind of like
I mean, they're aesthetic,
generic
aren't they?
background.
Yeah.
I mean, they'll change if you're in like a specific biome or whatever, but and it has rain as well, but it's just like an instant switch, or it's not like this where it's simulating the actual weather pattern going past.
That's cool.
But how long is their rain loop? If you sat down and listened to it, could you spot the loop in like 10 seconds?
Well, it's relatively long because it's like I don't find it super noticeable at all.
Good. Because it's raining all the time. It's like, you need to have a good rain loop.
And I do appreciate how the sound is actually, if like when I go inside, it changes the sound when the doors open.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And it changes like when I'm standing near these windows, you can hear it hitting the windows.
Oh yeah.
And I believe if I'm in the greenhouse, it maybe does it have a different noise for the roof? Well, slightly different. It's mostly the same glass hitting.
Yeah, a bit windowy. Yeah, it's neat.
Do you actually listen to the game audio when you're playing this majority of the time? Games like this.
Mostly. I mean, unless I'm doing something, doing a whole bunch of metal work or whatever, where it's just like I'm not going to be doing anything apart from that. Is like turn on the podcast then, I guess.
Yeah. Okay.
Or listen to a YouTube video. Listen to a YouTube video. So yeah, that's finished story, I guess. There's not really anything else that I can easily show. I mean, you can see on the map that like there's my house in the middle, but then this route up to the north is where the first story dungeon was.
Right.
So that was a fair hike.
But also not that far in the grand schemes of the map.
Well, the map's infinite in theory.
Oh, okay. Huh.
You've been through the story then?
I've been through the chapter 1 story,
Okay.
which is this marker, but then I've got this one is like the chapter 2 story is over this way.
But have you done that on another save or whatever?
No, I've never done either of the chapters before, so this was the first time I'd done chapter 1. But yeah, you've got all these map markers. The dots are prospecting, so each of these dots tells you the chance of finding different materials in that area that I've been prospecting. So you can see why I was mining the minerals in this valley where it starts going like green. And there were better levels of minerals. And then all these other markers are ones that I've made. Like these are the trees that have resin. You've got fruit trees. You've got other random minerals that I found out while I was running around the world. All these stars are meteors that I've found.
For your meteoric iron.
Like, yeah.
Yes, for the meteoric iron.
Sweet.
And then all this stuff. Not actually very much of the stuff that's up here came from that dungeon. A lot of this is just from ruins that I found in the world. Like you could like the teleporter rooms underground, you tend to find most of this stuff in rooms underground similar. But yeah, I've collected all this stuff, and then you've got all these up on this ledge is all the Jonas parts, which are like the ancient tech, basically. Which is what you would use to make the personal teleporter, and you could also like make night vision goggles and stuff.
Nice.
So this world's technology was crafted by the Jonas Brothers. Is that what you're saying?
Well, one guy called Jonas at least. I don't know if he had a brother.
What was his name? His name is Jonas.
But yeah, if you get enough of these parts together, you can theoretically assemble a night vision mask. But the trouble is that you need very specific like Jonas parts because there's a lot of different types. But yes, you can theoretically make a night vision mask. You can theoretically make a personal teleporter. I guess I have the schematic for the glider, but I've never made it yet.
Why is he holding the sword wrong? What's going on?
No, no!
Dang it. Oh, well, that's a shame.
Disappointed. This game is trash.
We found a
clearly.
flaw.
Found a bug. Clearly bad.
Anyway, this was really cool.
Your
story.
mannequin just wants to stab you, that's all.
Yes, he wants to be as inconvenient as possible.
Maybe the sword's too heavy and it like
over
down
time.
or something. Yeah.
Need a reinforced mannequin.
Well, you'd think that's what the non-ancient ones would be. Anyway, that's the end of this video, I suppose.
Wow, what's the appropriate way to put some credits on screen then?
Well, currently, apparently, rain.
Yeah.
Ah, just as well. I've got plenty of rain graphics we can use. I could probably use the same one I used last time. There you go. Does that work? Does that work?
Seems like it.
All right. Cool.
I say not being able to see the video yet.
Editing has not yet occurred, except it has for you. For you, privileged viewer. Thank you
for you, tube.
Don't call our oh look, pots.
They finished firing.
Give me those credits, have a look at those pots. Ooh, they're grey. Put the credits back on, please. Yeah, thank you for watching. We're Happy Salad. We do plenty of these here videos on this here YouTube. Many. Vast quantity.
Years worth.
Years. Decade, even. Of videos.
Yeah, get those down your tube.
Shove them down your tube.
Your view tube.
Your view tube.
Yeah, much appreciated. There's plenty of videos, but we also do this stuff. It doesn't involve the video aspect of a video. I think they call it audio, and it's colloquially called a podcast. For some reason. Aliens from down above will ask, why the hell did you call it a podcast? Doesn't make any sense.
As they descend in their pods.
Oh!
They better be listening to the podcasts.
Yeah.
That's all they should be doing.
Yeah, they've understood our language beforehand and it's like, oh, there's something to listen to just for us. How thoughtful. But yeah, you can go find that on our website, happysalad.net, or check out various podcatchers, or there's an X and a Facebook feed. Occasionally updated. All these things are available to you. And that'll be a vid.
Check them out, check them out, check them out, check them out.
Check it out, check it out, check it out, check it out. That's it. Send us out, Dan. Boy! Sitting.
Meditating. He sings slightly forward, doesn't he?
I think if I sit right here, I could actually... No, not quite. You can sit right on the edge of... Yeah, there you go. You get a different animation.
Oh, nice. Oh, nice.
Oh, smart.
This game is mildly fancy.
Yes. In fact, even we didn't really show this in third person, but like when I'm walking, when I'm running, it's like you have quite a ridiculous animation for that, and you lean when you turn the camera.
Oh,
Oh, nice.
this game is fancy.
Wouldn't want to play it from third person though, really.
No.
Makes it very difficult to see the range of your attacks.
He looks less stupid than Minecraft guy.
Yes, that is. You actually have elbows. Oh, it's hailing. So much for rain.
Ah,
That's painful.
louder. It got louder.
Luckily, not painful hail, but that can happen if it
can
gets
it?
big enough. Yeah, you can start taking damage when you're standing outside.
Well, it's weird that this exists. Anyway,
It's very brown though.
A lot of work must have gone into
It's vintage.
it. It's well vintage.
We're